Hi everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for another speed build, and today I'm going to be doing this as a collab with my good friend Byscreenside. So today we decided to do this country sort of restaurant which we've called Country Cuisine, and it's kind of got a mix of different styles to it, I think. So on the outside it really replicates that kind of country style, but on the inside it's a little bit more modern and it's got lots of bright colours in it, and it's more of like a summery style to it as well. So there's lots of things going on in this build and I'm really happy how it turned out. So if you'd like to go ahead and download it, then you can on the gallery. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1, and also if you'd like to go ahead and download the unfurnished version, then you can head over to Kenzie's gallery. Her origin ID is Byscreenside, and I'll also leave a link down below to her channel, so you can go ahead and see the building process of this if you'd like to see that as well. So I'm really happy how this turned out, and Kenzie is an absolutely amazing builder, so I was really happy to do this collab. And yeah, so this is also my first video that I'm recording since I hit 2,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. So thank you everybody who's been supporting me with this, and I can't believe how quickly my channel is growing. I've literally, like, in the past, like, it was less than a week, I've gained like over 100 subscribers. So thank you everybody who's been supporting me, and we've finally reached 2k supporters in less than 4 months. I only hit it was like, I think it was sometime in February, like late February, just before my birthday, I hit 1k supporters, and now we're at 2k, which is absolutely crazy. So thank you everybody who's been supporting me with that. So this is, well, I'm actually going to be doing a proper thank you video and everything coming up, so stay tuned for that. I'll be making like an announcement video next week, and hopefully, if everything plans out, I'll probably be doing some sort of Q&A. I was going to do a live stream, but because I have exams coming up, and I'm going to explain about that in just a second, I thought it would be a bad time to do that, so I think it might just be, you know, best to do a Q&A for now, and then in the summer I'll do kind of like a live stream then, hopefully, when I have more time. So yeah, like I said, I do have exams coming up. My videos for June are all pre-recorded, apart from a few exceptions like this one, and you know, not Parenthood, the fitness stuff pack's coming out on June 20th, so I'll probably be making some videos then as well. So you know, not everything's pre-recorded, but apart from those, you know, those couple of things, and maybe, you know, the trailers that came out as well for the fitness stuff pack, most of it is pre-recorded. And like I said, because I do have exams this month, the run from, well, I have 2 on the 19th and then 1 on the 23rd. I mean, that doesn't really sound a lot, but they're all kind of like packed into those days. So in the morning of the 19th, I have a 3-hour psychology exam, and then in the afternoon, I have an 1.5-hour business exam. And then on the 23rd, can't speak, on the 23rd, I have another 3-hour German exam. So, oh, it's going to be a horrible week. So, yeah, I'm studying those 3 in college. It works a little bit differently from like the US colleges and how they work compared to the UK ones. If you're in the UK, I'm doing A-levels, and in 6th form, in other words, and I'm doing psychology, business and German. And yeah, so these exams are pretty important, because if I don't pass these exams, then I can't continue with college next year. So, you know, they're really important to make sure that I do well. So I wanted to make sure I got those pre-recordings out of the way, so I don't have to worry about those in the next coming weeks. And yeah, so I've been like, you know, stick to my schedule since I started, so I don't want to have to ruin that now, and I'll be pretty annoyed at myself if I do end up, you know, missing a video or two. And another thing I want to point out is that this might be a little bit laggy on your playback screen, because for some reason when I'm doing this voiceover now, looking at the little playback screen, it's very laggy for some reason, and I don't really know why. So I'm hoping that when the video is rendered and it's uploaded, it won't be like that as well, because sometimes that happens and it really stresses me out when I'm looking back at the playback screen and it's very laggy, and then once I've rendered it and I upload it and look back at it, it's fine. So I'm hoping it's going to be okay, because just before I recorded this video, I like deleted loads of like old video clips and stuff, and like each one of these videos takes up like 100 gigabytes, so you know, it's I have to make sure that I'm deleting things once I've uploaded them to save some hard drive space. So I had like 90 gigabytes left, and then once I deleted everything, I had about, you know, just over 500 gigabytes. So a little bit confused why I'm seeing lag, but hopefully it'll be okay in the end. And if it is lagging, then I'm very sorry about that, especially if it's your first video watching of mine, because then that's not going to be a very good first impression. But Another thing that's really good if you're new to my channel and if you like videos like this, like builds and stuff, or you know, you like a particular style of video like Creator Sims or Machinimas or whatever it is, then I do actually have all my videos categorized in playlists. So make sure you head over to the playlist section of my channel, because then say if there was one particular video that you like the most, then that's kind of like a good way to get kind of like familiarized with my channel and what type of content I make, so you can kind of watch those videos first. And it's kind of just a nice way to start watching videos that you like of mine first before, you know, watching other types of videos. I think that's kind of like a good way to do it, and that's something I do with a lot of other people's channels as well, because you know, I really like builds, so if they're a builder then I go ahead and watch those type of videos first, and that's kind of my reasoning behind it. So I don't know if I mentioned, but this is kind of like a more of a kind of like a modern style on the inside as well. And also another thing I recommend is that you add bb.move objects on when you go ahead and place this build, because I had a few problems when it came to actually placing this in my game. Not major problems, very, you know, couldn't even notice them really unless you look really hard, but some of the rocks around the greenery actually got deleted, just like one or two of them. It wasn't really a big deal at all, but just make sure you look out for that if that just happened for you. And there was like behind the windows as well, like the wall coverings was white. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. I just presumed it was part of the glitch that I had, so I did actually go ahead and change the wall covering very slightly behind the windows on the outside. So I'm sorry, Kenzie, if that was on purpose. But yeah, anyway, so we're working on the kitchen here, and one thing I've forgotten to do was actually place down a fridge. Oh my god, I've done that so many times I've forgotten to put the fridge in, like I don't know how. Anyway, so that happened, but yeah, it's like a restaurant anyway, so it's not really important. That actually happened once in one of my builds a little while ago when I did my 10k build challenge. When I did the original video of it, I forgot the fridge. No, what happened? No, I remember the fridge, but I forgot to put the doors in. And then when I came to do the renovation of it, not the 10k build challenge, no, not that, the 10-minute build challenge. I've done the 10k build challenge as well, but this is a different one, the 10-minute build challenge. So I went ahead and forgot the doors on the first time. Then when I did the renovation video, I forgot the fridge, so it didn't really get any better, did it? So yeah, that was just a mess. But anyway, so I forgot to do the fridge in this build, but since it's a restaurant, it's not really important because they kind of just use those chef stations anyway. But if it is your own Sims that are here and they want, you know, the control in the restaurant and they need some food, then you might want to place one in. And yeah, so what else do I want to say here? I can't really think. I'm in a bit of a rush today actually, so I might have to cut this voiceover off in a minute or two, kind of a little bit early, which I hate doing it and I never really do it. The only other time I've cut off a voiceover early was in my Lakeside, what was it? Lakeside Retreat video that I did back in the summer last year. Was actually like a replica of a house that I stayed in last summer. It was a very simple build in terms of its structure, but it was a really nice house and kind of just fit perfectly in the Granite Falls. So I went ahead and did that, and it was a very long build. I wasn't really like into, I kind of, well, how many videos had I done by then? I can't really remember, but I was kind of just a few months in to start making proper videos, so I wasn't really concentrating that much on the problem of having a video 40 minutes long, which isn't very, especially when it's me doing a voiceover, isn't very, you know, enjoyable to watch. So I kind of, that was a big mistake. But now I kind of cut out the boring parts, which, you know, some people don't really like that much, but you know, when it's me doing it, it kind of gets a little bit boring, so I do that. And but with this build, it only took me about an hour in total, since it's kind of like two parts of this. Like I do like half of the build and then Kenzie did the other half, so it's kind of like splitting it build up into two, so it's kind of like half the time in terms of the video. So it didn't really take me that long, so I didn't really have to cut out that much. I did cut out a few bits at the start because I actually started off as a residential lot. That's what it was when I placed it down. So I had a sim in it, but I couldn't actually change it to a restaurant lot. So I cut the video because I went out into Managed World, changed it into a restaurant, and then did it because I wanted the checklist there to make sure I was placing everything down properly. So this build, I don't know if I mentioned, but it's kind of like got the inside area, which has some smaller tables, and then on the outside it has some bigger tables around there on the porch area, and there's also that separate area as well, which is very nice. It's kind of like a sun, sort of, not really a sunroom, but kind of like a gazebo sort of thing. It's really nice there. It has some bigger and smaller tables over there as well, so it's a really nice place, and I'm really happy how this turned out. One thing I struggle with when it comes to doing builds is that, well, restaurant builds, is that it's always hard to do the decorations. I don't know why I always struggle with that. It doesn't really seem there's that many things that kind of suit a restaurant, and I can't really, I mean, restaurants in real life aren't really that well decorated, I think. Well, the ones I've been to because it's mostly just tables, like filling the whole place, so, you know, you've not really have to focus on decorations that much. But when it comes to the Sims and you don't decorate, then it doesn't really turn out to be a good build, so it was a little bit stressful. But actually I used some things from the backyard stuff pack. As you can see, I'm placing down here some of those plant pots, and also those ones which are on those kind of like shelf things in the corner. And I also put down some of those side tables, which I'm about to do in just a second. No, I've already done them. Which I put some lemonade stands down on them, with some condiments on them and stuff like that. So wait, did I put the? I don't think I did, but kind of the idea behind it was kind of like a condiment table. So when you're sitting down, you need something, you can just go up and grab something. So yeah, we're nearing the end of the build here. So in a minute, I'm going to have some screenshots. Make sure you head over to Kenzie's channel. I'll leave a link down below to that, so you can go ahead and check out the build and process of this build. And make sure you head over to the gallery. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1. Also leave some thoughts down below for future builds if you'd like to see anything. And of course, if this is the first video you're watching of mine, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the rest of my content. So I'm probably going to end the voiceover here. We've only got like a minute left, and the rest of it is screenshots. So we're working on kind of this gazebo area here now, and that is it for the video. So after that, it'll be some screenshots. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And of course, as well, thank you again for helping me reach 2k supporters on this channel. And again, hopefully next week or sometime, you know, soon, I'll be making an announcement video about doing a Q&A where you can submit your questions, but that'll be coming later. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!